Hello everyone, Cornelius here, bringing you some TV show thoughts about the TV show Limitless. I just watched the pilot and I am interested in the show. I am going to be doing reviews as I watch it throughout the entire season because I want to show you guys, I want to tell you guys what I think about it, how I feel it has already begun to fall into the typical tropes of TV shows today and how I feel it just is doing things well, but at the same time, it isn't doing anything different. Anyways, I'm going to explain that further in depth in the rest of the video. And here we go. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to say is that it is a good show. It was a good pilot. It left me interested towards the next season. It brought in some interesting characters, but at the same time, it felt like a carbon copy, or not really a carbon copy. It felt like they took the typical plot for every pilot episode of every crime TV show ever, and they mixed it in with a bit of the movie Limitless. And the same kind of the character is in a very depressed state. He is in his mid-20s, late 20s, I think, and he doesn't have any purpose in life. He doesn't have anything that makes him feel special. He is surrounded by family members who are more capable than him, and he just feels like he is in this hole where he feels nothing. At the same time, his father is dying of a illness, and yeah, so he gets a temp job, and he ends up finding an old friend who gives him NZT, which is the drug in Limitless that gives you the ability to use the entirety of your brain. You know that whole you only use 10% of your brain thing? Well, this allows you to use all of it, and allows you to think quicker. It allows you to remember everything, and allows you to analyze things quicker. So if you haven't seen the movie Limitless, I would recommend you watch that and then watch the show, because it is connected, but it isn't the same characters, or it isn't a carbon copy of that show, despite the fact that it shares many of the same themes and it shares the same universe. But it shows you it from a different perspective, and it is interesting. I found the way they showed the powers to be very interesting. I loved it. It was very clear. It was better than even in the movie, which is shocking because, usually the effects budget will increase the quality of the power showing. But I feel like in this case, it isn't a matter of special effects, what's better, what's worse. It's a matter of what has worked well in the past and what hasn't, and how we can improve with time. And they did a good job improving with time. A couple other things. The show, I'm going to go back and tell you guys about the tropes that it falls into. It falls into similar tropes as other shows where it gives you a female protagonist to go alongside the main male protagonist, which you will see in on screen for the entirety of this video. It gives you a female protagonist that is partnering up with. Okay, spoilers. There are minor spoilers because it is a crime drama, so you will expect this to come. So there are some minor spoilers coming up in the next bit that you will pretty much already expect to happen, and I'll go into those first, and then I'll let you guys know when I'm going into bigger spoilers. But so they give you this character who's an FBI agent, and she ends up having not a romantic connection, but a good like empathetic view of the other person's role in this life, and she is still somehow connected to the situation via her own family issues, because her father was an addict and he died using NZT, which again is the drug that this dude is using. Sorry, I'm not used to the names yet. I will fix that at some point. I will remember them at some point, but it's not that important right now because there aren't many characters. So she is. She feels like a carbon copy of so many other characters that are out there in the TV show universe. Just like the TV show feels like a carbon copy of crime dramas everywhere. The only difference between this and crime dramas everywhere is that it has the elements of Limitless in it. And so the pilot was good, but it wasn't different. There are some pretty cool things. Like they got a big movie star to come in and guest star. He had a cameo in this first episode, and he showed up for a while, and he was a big part of the main plot. I hope he comes back later. But he was the actor who played. He was the character who was the main character in the movie. I'm not going to tell you guys how he comes up, but he comes up, and it is very interesting, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, that's about it. Those are my thoughts on the series. I will be posting a video when I get halfway through the season, and I'll telling you guys what I think of it. Does it stay true to these tropes that I have seen in it? Does it remain a carbon copy? Does it feel like the same show that I have seen 100 times? I will be posting another video about that at another point, telling you guys whether this is a good show to watch or not. And then when the season ends, I'll do the same thing. And then I might make videos for season 2, because I think there will be a season 2, because it was popular enough to warrant a season 2. At least that is what I think. But anyways, guys, I am gonna call it a video, and peace out.